military bill has been passed by the parliamentary committee, the MPs at large, and the president of Uganda was so much grateful, congratulating all the participants of this bill. How do you look at this bill to Ugandans towards this election which is coming?
Thank you, Patrick. Uganda is a great nation. A great nation of 49 million Ugandans. We have sufficient roads. In 1995, we made a new constitution which the president said was one of the best in Africa, and experts also said it was one of the best.
Yes.
The parliament has been, at the habit with the influence of the president of defining this constitution. Someone was saying if someone looked at the 1995 constitution currently, given the so many, rapings, if I can call it that,
yes,
and defilement that it has undergone because of selfishness, because of greed, because of this dysfunctional parliament, the UPDF Act or bill was unnecessary, especially about the court martial, because the Supreme Court had already pronounced itself that the court martial was illegal and it was unconstitutional. Now, it's unfortunate that the president, using parliament and MPs as a tool for machinations and for manipulation, goes back and just, in just a short time, overturns the ruling of the Supreme Court and now just goes back to make amendments. Of course, the UPDF Act has other bills and other amendments about welfare of soldiers, which is good because our soldiers should have a better life, and the other laws that are relevant to the policy and development of the army and security.
Yes.
That is positive. But the court martial is a negative because it's not necessary. If the Supreme Court pronounces itself that it's not necessary to try civilians in the court martial by the military, why insist? Because Uganda is not for only the president or for other few individuals. Uganda is 49 million Ugandans. So if the judges who are experts or judiciary pass a law, who is the president to go back behind doors, push members of parliament, give them 100 million each, waste 56 billion. When Kampala has no roads, can't that money be put to proper use to improve services in this nation, on education, on health, on infrastructure? Why waste money and bribe MPs who already paid 40 million per what, when most of them are not useful, they are not helping anything to Uganda or to this nation? So that law was in bad faith, and I hope, I don't know if judiciary or judges are going to fear. When it goes back to the Constitutional Court, I hope there are people who are going to now go back to the Constitutional Court. I hope that the Supreme Law can assert itself and still insist that the court martial is illegal and unconstitutional. Because this country does not belong to 557 MPs and the president and the CDF. This country belongs to 49 million Ugandans, and that should be respected. The constitution of this nation should be respected by the president, by members of parliament, by ministers. It is not for an individual or for a family. This nation belongs to Ugandans, 49 million Ugandans, and that law should be abolished. It should be overturned. Civilians should be charged in civilian courts. If the laws are weak, let the laws in judiciary be amended in the civil courts to be able to handle terrorism, rebellion, killers, those who use guns. How do they do it in other countries? Are they undergoing court martial in order to achieve justice?
Like, what is the target for this law being passed? And for very many years that we have lived without such a law coming out, what do you think is the target right now?
I think my guess is it's the deterioration of politics.
Political pressure.
Yeah, because now the person driving these amendments or this bill or this law is the current CDF, the Chief of Defense Forces, and the President, General Museveni. I think the Parliament, because it's dysfunctional, because it's not assertive, because it's not focused, it lacks vision, it lacks leadership. The law, because experts have discussed, analysts have discussed, scholars have discussed, constitutional lawyers have discussed, the international community has spoken, and diplomats, and this law seems not to be welcome. Even the population, much of the population think that it's there to just create pressure and fear, and also maybe suppress opposition. Others have argued that the law is there to punish wrongdoers and those who are using guns to cause insecurity or to cause political change. But that should be handled within the judiciary. The judiciary should have laws that are sufficient to handle any matter, whether it's criminal, whether it's civil, whether it's economic, because I'm sure other countries have challenges of people who use guns to rob, to attempt to overthrow government, to fight terrorism, vandalism, and other crimes of capital nature. The judiciary should be able to have sufficient laws within our books, which will be welcome by the population. Yes. But otherwise, if we are going to use the law as a tool for suppression, for oppression, for stopping political activity, it's bad. It's in bad faith, and it can only cause instability and take Uganda back to dark days where we came from. This country is moving forward, and our prayer and hope and belief is that the president and those who are in charge must be able to respect the constitution and the laws of the land and put necessary laws that can only bring peace and unity and stability and not oppression. Oppression can only be for a short time. It can cause insecurity again in this country, and eventually perhaps even war.
We may break up. So someone who is watching would like to understand very well by this military bill. So in a simple term, I would like you to explain it, try to explain when military bill is passed, what does it mean? What is this term of military bill to a local person who is not understanding this thing?
The UPDF Act or bill, like I said, has different ingredients or components. Some of them are positive, like the ones talking about the welfare of the soldiers, the conduct, the manners, the administration, the discipline, the promotion, and all the other necessary laws that make military and security functional and better administratively, and their welfare and development and promotion and retirement, anything that relates to the way our army and the security conducts itself and the way it helps as part of the executive and as part of the processes of developing Uganda. That's positive. What is shocking and what is threatening people and the population, part of the population, is the martial law, using the putting civilians through the court martial, that civilians will be tried in the court martial because they are using guns. And people are arguing that there should be laws within the penal code, within the constitution, within the laws of Uganda, within the civil courts and the judiciary, to handle any matter of any magnitude, even if they are using guns, other than putting civilians through the martial law. After all, court martial, like the Supreme Court explained, they lack the skilled personnel, the conduct, the discipline, the force they use, the mannerism, the way military conducts itself is different from civilians. So definitely there cannot be justice, there cannot be law, there cannot be unity within the court martial.
Well, it will be things of forceful.
Yeah. So, but it's there to terrorize people, and people are wondering: are we going back to General Amin's days, where the martial law was the order of the day in 2025, in a country that has gone through a series of wars that are caused by suppression, by dictatorships, by bad laws? Are we undoing the glorious achievements and the so many sacrifices that we have carried out over the years since 1962, the series of wars that we've had from 79 to 80 to 86 and to the recent time, and now 2025, someone wants to redo or to undo the gains of the revolution and take us back to Amin days of using decrees and martial laws. It's very necessary, and I hope that the president, who seems to be excited about the passing of the UPDF Act, that this civilians should be tried in court martial. If they are criminals and there is clear evidence, they should be tried within the judicial system. The judicial system, if the ones we have, if the Chief Justice or the ones that are making the laws, or Parliament that makes laws, if they don't have the competence, then let's hire the necessary people, because we have skilled people.
Yes. Is it that they have tried and they see it is not working, that's why they want to shift into martial law?
It's politics. It's bad politics. It's politics. It's politics. It's separation. It's lack of clean leadership.
We understand militaries, they don't participate in politics. Now, why is this shifting?
Now it's clear. UPDF is involved in politics. The president is involved, although he retired. The son is involved. The brother is involved. The MPs are involved. They're involved in elections. You've seen UPDF everywhere. Now they are involved in civil service. They are in every ministry. They are doing roads. They want military in everything. Military, of course, the soldiers are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are our uncles. No problem. But they should stick within their mandate. They should stick within their mandate. If there are problems of corruption, the solution cannot be soldiers or UPDF. No, the solution should be within the laws of the land and the constitution of the land. If there are civil servants who are corrupt, the issue is not bring a soldier to come and take charge and be a permanent secretary of commission or accountant general. No. The issue is that these civils must be arrested if there is evidence. Their properties must be mortgaged. The monies, public monies, should be recovered, and these fellows should go to Ruzira or another prison and serve. And there should be a deterrent that stealing is criminal. But civils here are given flowers. They are promoted. They are recycled. A PS series from one ministry is taken to another. A commissioner, it's a road is taken anywhere. It's a school is taken anywhere. So the issue should not be that now everywhere there is a problem, you are going to bring military. You are going to bring a soldier. No, the solution is not a soldier, because the soldiers are part and parcel of Ugandans. They are not born in Israel. They are not Jews. They are not Israelis. No, they are Ugandans. So if a soldier can do it, it means somebody else can do it. Let's strengthen the laws. Let's punish criminals. Let's punish the corrupt. Let's not, handle them with kid gloves. If the laws are weak, let's amend the laws and punish them. Why should anybody, if they are saying they are stealing 10 trillion in this country per year, who are stealing that money? It's not Chinese, it's not Russian, it's not Rwandese or Congolese, it's Ugandans. They are known. The president said he knows them. Why can't these people be arrested, their properties sold or mortgaged, monies, public funds recovered, put on consolidated fund, and these fellows dismissed? Why should we recycle a permanent secretary or a commissioner or an accountant or a principal personnel who has been stealing, or even a general, from one ministry to the other, from one position to the other? Maybe. Because there are many people who are competent, who can do those jobs. They should be dismissed and their property is sold and that money recovered, so that we put it to infrastructure and service delivery.
Do you think that the parliament saw weakness in the judiciary which is operating, so they realized that they should now shift to army concerning the activities? The
Ugandan Parliament or the MPs, recently I wrote an article in my reflections that Parliament or the MPs in this country have been a curse in the last few years.
To the country?
To the country.
Oh.
Because they are the ones that have been using as a tool to amend or to rape the constitution and defy the constitution. Even now, they are using them as a tool. If you talk to members of parliament in private, and ask them about this court, the court martial, or any of the things they do, the term limits, the age limits. If you talk to them in private, other than the bribery they give them, 20 million, 100 million, 200 million, and maybe some of them claim they live under fear, but it's not fear. No, most of them are incompetent. Others are thieves. Others are shallow. Others are unpatriotic. It's a betrayal to this nation. So it's not that the members of parliament were trying to solve a problem or to help the country. No, by installing the court martial. No, or to help UPDF or the security of the country. No, they were bribed with 100 million to change the law, the constitution, to amend the law. The others were given other small tokens. So they are used as tools. It's no wonder the CDF, Jenu, Muhuzukine Rugaba, refers to them. Yeah, he congratulated them, but remember he refers to them as crowns. Oh. Even when they have invited him to appear before them, he said, no, those people are useless. I cannot appear before them. And he has not appeared before them at any one time. So him and his father despise the speaker, they despise the members of parliament. Because they know most of them are just tools, they use them the way they want. So it's not that parliament was doing this in good faith. They were not helping Uganda. No, they were helping themselves. They are corrupt, they are thieves, they are shallow, they are idiots, they are buffoons. This parliament is not helping people. They are a curse. And that's why I'm telling Ugandans that any of these members of parliament that has been there for years, just get rid of them. Let's have other new MPs after every 5 years. If an MP goes against the wishes of the Ugandans or the wishes of the people and the aspirations of this nation, or doesn't follow the manifesto, exit them. The good thing, we have enough educated people, enough skilled people that can be members of parliament, that can be speakers of councils, that can be district chairmen. So let's not recycle fools. Let's not recycle betrayers. This parliament is a curse to this nation.
Thank you so much for your contribution, and as we shall continue to digest about the military law and also looking at Africans, what is going on to make Africa great once again, I would like you to give your conclusion to Ugandans, because we are about to enter into the functional new law of military bill which is passed out. What is your message to Ugandans? There are some who are not aware about this. There are some who are now aware. What are the precautions? How are we supposed to react to this? And in case it is functioning?
Fellow countrymen, like I said at the beginning, Uganda, the pearl of Africa, is our motherland. This country belongs to 49 million Ugandans. It's not for parliament, it's not for the president, it's not for the CDF, it's not for ministers. And I want to appeal to every Ugandan that live and follow the law, the rightful law. Do not go in activities, because now I've seen letters flying around that there's a rebellion coming up. Oh. I don't want to dispute it because it was written by UPDF, perhaps they have intelligence. I want to appeal to the youth that please do not find yourself in activities that might compromise your life. Do not be lured into activities that you don't understand. This country does not need war. This country does not need fighting. This country needs peace. It needs unity. We should live together irrespective of the political parties you belong to, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of whether you come from Arua, whether you come from Ksoro, whether you come from Bundibujo, whether you come from Bukedia, whether from Bunyoro, from east, west, central, north. We are one, we are Ugandans. I want us to protect this land. We no longer need war in this country. As we go for elections, I want to suggest that any member of parliament that has been there for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, don't waste time. These people have betrayed us a number of times. They have been defiling the constitution. Vote them out. So that now we start on a new sheet, on a new plain sheet, that any member of parliament or any leader that is used as a tool against Ugandans, who is corrupt, is pushed out of public office, so that they go and also do business and see the challenges that other people go through. They cannot be depending on public funds, and they are abusing Ugandans. 33% of Ugandans, which is around 14 million, live below poverty line. They cannot meet basics. They can't have 3 meals. Their children can't go to school. They don't have clean water. And yet you have a big parliament that is not useful. You have a big cabinet that is not useful, that is passing laws that are obnoxious, that are repugnant, that are oppressive. So I want to suggest to Ugandans, especially the youth, who are the majority, that please be peaceful, be productive, try to find what to do. The future of this nation is in your hands. This country does not belong to members of parliament. It doesn't belong to the president. It doesn't belong to the CDF or UPDF. It belongs to 49 million Ugandans. And I want to wish every Ugandan prosperity and peace and unity. May God answer you for God and my country.
Amen. Thank you so much for that message. I hope it has been so remarkable for someone who has been watching. This is a great lesson for you outside there. As you go and minimize, realize that there is military bill which is passed out for an individual who is going to be wearing anything, any garment belongs to UPDF in forces. You are likely to be punished under martial. So be careful and be very sensitive about that. May God bless everyone who has been watching this. Please share it, like, comment. We'll meet again next time. I remain Patrick. God bless you.